Hello and welcome to Bank Exam Spot. Today I am going to share a full prelim study plan for various bank exams. It is a 21-day preparation plan. Let's first take a look at prelim exam pattern. The test will be of 1 hour comprising of 100 questions and 1 mark each, so total of 100 marks. There will be 3 sections, whose marks distribution are given as follows: quantitative aptitude, 35 marks. Reasoning, 35 marks. English language, 30 marks. So a total of 100 marks. Now let's discuss the syllabus for the prelim examination. Starting off with quantitative aptitude, the topics are as follows: number system, number series, HCF and LCM, simplification, approximations, mixture and allegation, problem based on ages, quadratic equations, percentage, average, ratio and proportions, profit and loss, simple interest and compound interest, partnership, speed, time and distance, work and time, permutation and combination, probability, area and perimeter, volume and surface areas, and data interpretation. Next, the syllabus for reasoning is as follows: number series, test of direction sense, coding decoding, blood relations, seating arrangement, puzzle test, input and output, logical reasoning, syllogism, and data sufficiency. And finally the syllabus for English language. Reading comprehension, cloze test, fill in the blanks, error spotting, sentence correction, and parajumbles. Now let's discuss few things you need to practice and follow regularly for the effectiveness of your preparation for these exams. Daily 30 minutes practice of calculations including addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Learn tables at least up to 20. Learn squares of numbers up to 30 and cubes of numbers up to 20. Reading national newspaper or finding some material online, for example, essays, blogs, etc. To read, please, be a serious reader. At least 2 new words, add to your vocabulary daily. Practice, practice and practice, the golden rule to crack any exam. As it is also said that practice makes the man perfect. Now let's start with the full course planning from day 1. Please, take this study plan very seriously, as this plan will help you to crack the phase 1 of your exams. Day 1. Reading newspaper, data interpretation, tables. Basic calculations and shortcut techniques regarding calculations. Practice these techniques daily for best results. Test of direction sense for reasoning. English grammar, nouns, pronouns. Revise all you have done at the end of the day. Day 2, reading newspaper, data interpretation, tables, number system for quantitative aptitude. Blood relation for reasoning ability. Adjectives for English. Revise all you have done at the end of the day. Day 3, reading newspaper, data interpretation, tables, HCF and LCM for quantitative aptitude. Syllogism for reasoning ability. Articles for English. Revise all you have done at the end of the day. Day 4, reading newspaper, data interpretation, pie charts, simplification and approximations for quantitative aptitude. Revise direction sense, blood relations and syllogism for reasoning ability. Active and passive voices for English. Revise all you have done at the end of the day. Day 5, reading newspaper, data interpretation, pie charts, mixture and allegation for quantitative aptitude. Coding and decoding for reasoning ability. Direct and indirect speech for English. Revise all you have done at the end of the day. Day 6, reading newspaper, data interpretation, pie charts, problem based on ages and quadratic equations for quantitative aptitude. Input and output for reasoning ability. Tenses and prepositions for English. Revise all you have done at the end of the day. Day 7, reading newspaper, data interpretation, pie chart and tables. Revise all the topics you have done in last 6 days of quantitative aptitude, reasoning and English. Take some random tests online and solve quizzes. Day 8, reading newspaper, data interpretation, bar chart, percentage for quantitative aptitude. Seating arrangement for reasoning ability. 3 cloze test for English. Revise all you have done at the end of the day. Day 9, reading newspaper, data interpretation, bar chart, averages and ratio and proportions for quantitative aptitude. Puzzle test for reasoning ability. 2 reading comprehensions for English. Revise all you have done at the end of the day. Day 10, reading newspaper, data interpretation, bar chart, profit and loss for quantitative aptitude. Input and output for reasoning ability. 2 cloze test and 2 reading comprehensions for English. Revise all you have done at the end of the day. Day 11, reading newspaper, data interpretation, line graph. Revise and practice all the topics you have done in last 3 days of quantitative aptitude, reasoning and English. Day 12, reading newspaper, data interpretation, line graph, simple interest and compound interest for quantitative aptitude. Data sufficiency for reasoning ability. Error spotting for English. Revise all you have done at the end of the day. Day 13, reading newspaper, data interpretation, line graph, partnership for quantitative aptitude. Number series for reasoning ability. Sentence correction for English. Revise all you have done at the end of the day. Day 14, reading newspaper. Data interpretation, bar charts and line graph, revise and practice all the topics you have done in last 6 days of quantitative aptitude, reasoning and English. Day 15, reading newspaper, data interpretation, mixed graph, speed, time and distance for quantitative aptitude. Assumptions, logical reasoning, for reasoning ability. Fill in the blanks for English. Revise all you have done at the end of the day. Day 16, reading newspaper, data interpretation, mixed graph, work and time for quantitative aptitude. Course of action, logical reasoning, for reasoning ability. 2 closed test and 2 reading comprehensions for English. Revise all you have done at the end of the day. Day 17, reading newspaper, data interpretation, mixed graph, permutation and combination, and probability for quantitative aptitude. Cause and effect, logical reasoning, for reasoning ability. Revise all English grammar. Revise all you have done at the end of the day. Day 18, reading newspaper, data interpretation, mixed graph, area and perimeter for quantitative aptitude. Arguments for logical reasoning. Revise errors, sentence correction and fill in the blanks. Revise all you have done at the end of the day. Day 19, reading newspaper, surface area and volume for quantitative aptitude. Revise full logical reasoning section. 2 closed test and 2 reading comprehensions. Revise all you have done at the end of the day. Day 21 and 22, in the last 2 days revise and practice all the topics of quantitative aptitude, data interpretation, reasoning and English in these 2 days. Clear your doubts. Make a list of topics in which you are strong and the topics in which you are weak. Set your priorities for attempting questions in exam accordingly. Practice a lot as it is the only way to crack these exams. With the best efforts, this 21 days preparation plan is made for the students to maximize their output in minimum span of time. If you have any query regarding this plan, feel free to drop your comments, or you can also message me at bankexamspot@gmail.com.